I know y'all see the title, but hear me out. Hear me out. I'm not here to glaze Paul Levesque over a couple good matches at WrestleMania because a couple matches cooked. That's not what this video is. This is just an analysis. That's why I waited until the Raw after WrestleMania to give an analysis. Now, what I'm noticing is it seems as though WWE is becoming more casual friendly. It is getting better. I'm not here to glaze Paul Levesque. I'm not saying that it's great now. No, what I'm saying is it seems like Paul Levesque is finally learning from his mistakes. He's paying more attention to what the audience actually wants. That IWC, that internet community that once did not exist, clearly it does. Because we know damn well Paul Levesque be talking through these wrestlers, bro. We know that they watching us. They hear what we saying. The purpose of now I can't remember his name already, Pat McAfee. His purpose was to initiate WWE becoming casual friendly like it once was. It was just the way he was booked. The way it was done was piss poor. Pat McAfee should have done this on his own, not at the behest of Randy Orton. Because Randy Orton did not get no heel heat. I've been trying to tell y'all in the comments that Randy Orton is washed up. He's done. He's donezo. Turning heel for the millionth time is not going to save him. He needed to retire like 2 years ago. I don't even think it's the bad booking. It's just the fact that, look, Randy Orton, he's done, bro. He's not really good on the mic. He can't generate any heel heat. Even his punt kick looked like he's trying not to hurt you. What more can he do without the punt? Is he even a heel? That's what I'm saying. Like the punt kick does not look devastating anymore. He ain't got it, bro. He just need to go. I'm sorry. I know glazing Randy Orton is a popular thing to do, but I've been trying to tell y'all that it's not going to work if he turns heel because he just needs to go. He's done. So let's go over some things, right, that I've noticed. I've noticed that outside of the title matches at WrestleMania, the matches outside of those title matches, Punk versus Roman, Cody versus Randy, the matches were fairly short. Have y'all noticed? Looking like prestige wrestling matches. Now, making the matches shorter instead of giving these 45-minute mark matches as Pat McAfee was calling out. And you can't say Pat McAfee was wrong because we were saying this same exact stuff on the internet. Despite that being a good move, the problem is Paul Levesque chose to do this at WrestleMania. When you're supposed to go all out with the matches. Yeah. And I heard a bunch of complaints, because it's not like I was watching. I only watched the clips through a channel for free. But I've been hearing a lot of complaints about the excessive amounts of ads. Yeah, this something needs to be done about that. We got to do something about these ads, bro. So clearly, there was enough time during both of these nights to give us some long matches. So there weren't any time restraints. No, Paul Levesque is listening to the audience. Just at the wrong times, basically. WrestleMania, you got to go all out. This is WrestleMania, okay? So in the eyes of fans, it's like, why are you making the matches short at WrestleMania? Do this on Raw or SmackDown. So now I'm going to go over some things that I've seen on Raw. Because I don't want to drag this on for too long. So here we go. Obafemi defeats Brock Lesnar, squashes Brock Lesnar. I would call this a squash match at WrestleMania, but most of the matches look like squash matches. No, let me stop. Remember, we asked for shorter matches. We got tired of 20-minute matches. So, hey, we got it. You know what I'm saying? So, can we really complain? More on that in a bit. Now, Oba beating Brock was a good decision. I agree with that. Oba's got a lot of momentum. I hope Oba has a great WWE run. I'm glad they don't have this man crying about his childhood, like what Powerhouse Jobs is doing, Royce car keys. I'm glad that Oba remains looking strong from start to finish, from his debut to now. And I like how he doesn't say too much on the mic. This guy has an aura. This guy has a vibe. I'm guessing what he said here was he wants to go for the title, and he should. My issue with Obafemi, as I alluded to before, is that it feels like he was rushed on the main roster. Like he should have been squashing more mid-carders before facing Brock. But I guess, hey, Paul Levesque is trying to strike, while it's hot. Strike the iron while it's hot. I got it. So I'm not completely against this rush push. But he had to win. If he lost, it would have been, he would have got buried. That would have been the end of Obafemi. It could be the end of him winning, like I said before. Because, I don't know how to say this, but it's like because he was rushed, it's kind of like he can go nowhere but down. And I'm hoping that I'm wrong about that. Now I'm going to talk about something I did have a problem with. And that is Rhea Ripley beating Jade Cargill. I saw that match. That was a good match. Jade Cargill, you know how fans were led to complain because of her bad booking? And, Jade Cargill needs to be fired. She's not good enough. Jade Cargill put on a great match with Rhea Ripley. Okay, Jade Cargill looked damn good in that ring. It seems like she's getting better and better. Because she had no choice. Everybody's got to wrestle these long-ass matches, bro. She can't just be a proper powerhouse. Now she probably can. Because what am I noticing? Even Raw, watching these highlights on Raw, I have noticed that even just watching the highlights like I usually do, the highlights feel faster. Maybe the matches on Raw were shorter too. It's like these are properly being dumbed down to just doing your highlight moves. This is the way it should be. This is what fans were asking for. So now we can't complain about the matches being shorter because we complained about the matches being too long. But yes, I disagree. I think Jade Cargill should have beaten Rhea Ripley. I was already pissed off about the fact that Paul Levesque didn't allow Jade Cargill and Rhea Ripley to use their real life heat on Twitter for the storyline between these two. And I feel like Rhea Ripley low-key sabotaged Jade Cargill at WrestleMania. Did y'all see how Rhea Ripley was acting at WrestleMania? Did y'all see that match? That's probably why Rhea Ripley's been losing weight, so she can be thin enough to wear white. She's acting like sexual, like flirtatious. Like, I don't usually see Rhea Ripley acting like this, bro. I feel like she was trying to upstage Jade Cargill. Yeah, I'm really questioning Rhea Ripley. Like, she seems like she's probably plays a lot of backstage politics, and it's probably all up in Paul Levesque's ear. Well, more than just his ear, but I'm not going to even go there. The ladder match. I did not watch that match, even though I probably should have. That match was probably a banger. But then again, we casual fans, we're sick of bangers, right? So anyhow, I feel like Penta should not have won that. I heavily disagree with this outcome. Like, at least with Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley has been like the top broad in WWE, for better or worse. Whereas Penta, he can't talk on a mic, can't speak English very well. His promos are trash. He looks cool, but that's about it. That's where the line stops. He's got some cool moves and he looks cool. And he stole the Conan walk. I like that. But that's all he got going for him. Javon Evans should have won that match, bro. I think we all could agree. Every time I find a reason to defend Paul Levesque and say he's not racist, some black guys are just not good enough. Honestly, he does something to make me question him being racist once again. And this is one of those situations. Javon Evans, this guy, he needs to get pushed, bro. I'm not saying he should be world champion, but he should have the title that Penta got right now, bro. And I think we all could agree. Hey, Paul Levesque is high on Obafemi, along with us fans. So, hey, I can't call him racist for that, right? Huh? Just like I think Trick Williams is just better than Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo Hayes he's just not entertaining, other than putting on bangers. So yes, Trick Williams. I told y'all, Trick Williams, like, the pro whack community is going to be salty as hell when Trick Williams becomes the U.S. champion. Because I've seen it coming from miles away. I'm like, y'all sit up here crying racism because Carmelo Hayes lost his fucking DEI title for a black man who actually deserves it. So boo fucking who, right? But yeah, I really think Javon Evans should have won that match. I mean, what's next? Is Ethan Page, is a debuting Ethan Page going to squash Javon Evans too? Oh boy. So it looks like Paul Levesque is trying to cook something up here between CM Punk and Cody Rhodes. Now, this could be just another fucking, we're best friends and I love you, I respect you. It could be one of those situations where it's just another storyline of love and respect. Yeah, Now, that's one thing that really needs to stop. Paul Levesque has a love and respect fetish, bro. It's sickening. This is a show based on beating the shit out of each other, not in real life, but in kayfabe, beating the crap out of each other for a title. Why are we showing love and respect? Anyhow, something might be brewing here. I don't know if one of these guys are going to turn heel, meaning more than likely Cody. CM Punk just hates being a bad guy. He doesn't need to be a heel at this stage of his career. CM Punk needs to be looking at retirement. And this is the same problem I had with Randy Orton. So where fans are talking about, oh, Randy Orton needs to turn heel. He needs to be the Viper. He needs to be '09 Randy again. I'm like, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. At this point, he's a legend who's about to retire. You need to be a face as a legend. Okay? So I'm guessing CM Punk is coming for that title. And Cody Rhodes, Raheem. Maybe Raheem is going to turn heel. I'm still questioning why haven't we gotten any answers to who attacked Jacob Fatu, bro. We need to know. We need to know. There's no clear evidence that it was Drew McIntyre. So, yeah. Oh, wait. He did beat Javon Evans on Raw. Oh, so I guess Javon Evans doesn't need a push, huh? He's not worthy of a title, even though the fans are definitely behind this guy. He's entertaining to watch. Well, here goes something for the pro-whack community to bitch and moan about. Sol Ruka joins the main roster and is out to face Liv Morgan. Oh, more love than respect. And of course, Liv Morgan, being the heel that she is, basically looks down on her. Now, we know that Sol Ruka has the best move in WWE today. She is over. But, yeah, we all knew she wasn't going to beat Liv Morgan. We knew there was going to be some interference. And, of course, you guessed it, Zarya. I think it's about time to hang up that storyline, honestly. Oh, wait. She's going back to NXT tomorrow. Jesus Christ, bro. So Liv Morgan is not officially on the main roster. Once again, this is one of the things that we need to work on, Paul Levesque. This is one of the things we need to work on, bro. Maybe this was to, I don't know, get Sol Ruka out there a little bit, I'm guessing. I don't know. But as over as Sol Ruka is, she ain't ready for Liv Morgan. Okay, some of y'all might disagree, but I'm just telling you straight up. As somebody who's been watching this shit for a long time, casually, but still been keeping up with this, Liv Morgan, she's at the top. She's at the top right now. Her and Rhea Ripley. I wish it was Jade Cargill, but whatever. I guess we can't get everything we want. Liv Morgan, she's the number one chick on Raw. And Sol Ruka, Sol Ruka, she's got it in the ring, but we got to work on the mic skills, man. Liv Morgan Sol Ruka is terrible on the mic. Okay, maybe not terrible, but she's bad. She can tell the story that she's supposed to be telling. I'll give her that. I've listened to her talk. But who really wants to hear Sol Ruka on a mic? She ain't ready for Liv Morgan. Here goes one of the many mistakes, and that is Braun Breaker not becoming a top babyface. This is one of those stars that Paul Levesque could have created. And thanks to Paul Levesque not trying to create any new stars, just basically piggybacking off of what Vince already made, we're still sitting up here with CM Punk and Roman Reigns. Nothing against those two guys, okay? They're the top guys for a reason. But here's one thing I hate about WWE. And this goes for Paul Levesque and Vince McMahon. Title reigns. Like, oh, let's make him champion for 4 years to beat Hulk Hogan's record. Oh, let's make like shit like that. If it's time for somebody else to be champion, it's time for somebody else to be champion. If it's time for somebody else to be pushed, it's time for somebody else to be pushed. Like, Vince was so hell bent on making Roman Reigns the top guy, regardless of fans not being behind him during those big dog days, those big dog years. Like, I just hate how we rely, like John Cena, he's another example. We got to make John Cena a 17-time champion just to beat Ric Flair's record. Just a little side rant right there. And Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker keeps fucking up his spear, bro. He did it at WrestleMania. Like, I was so disappointed. I was damn near infuriated watching that shit. He did all that running down that ramp. This motherfucker was speeding like a fucking muscle car just to barely even touch Seth freaking Rollins. What the hell, bro? What was that? I swear this segment was all about hitting the spear correctly because he didn't do it right at WrestleMania. I swear, bro. But, hey, man, honestly, man, he should be fired for that performance at WrestleMania, bro. I'm sorry. Finn Balor defeated Dominic at WrestleMania. Demon Finn Balor, I should say. Because the next night on Raw, he's just regular Finn Balor again. Huh. And I really hope LA Knight beats Gunther. I'm guessing they're going to have a feud with each other. Please, man. Gunther, I'm sorry, Paul Levesque. Gunther, he ain't it, bro. He ain't it. I feel like 2024 was kind of Gunther's year, despite the dumb things that were happening with his booking. But that should have been it right there, bro. Gunther, he's done, bro. He done. There's nothing else for this guy to do. This was a good promo by LA Knight. LA Knight seems to be good, long as you don't put him against somebody who's better than him on the mic, like The Miz. And I think Paul Levesque did that on purpose to bury LA Knight, because LA Knight reminds him too much like The Rock. LA Knight is entertaining. He does deserve to get booked better than he's been booked. I definitely do agree on that. Okay, cosplay, Rock Austin cosplay or not, LA Knight's pretty damn good. And I'm going to end it right here with this. I like this promo. We got Jacob Fatu going for the title. Roman Reigns, tribal chief again. I'm kind of not happy about that. I think that was a great match he had with CM Punk at WrestleMania. And yes, I do agree that Roman Reigns should have won that match. But please, let's not have another 4 years of Roman Reigns burying the roster, bro. Please. I don't think Roman Reigns has ever turned babyface either, technically. I think he's the heel in this situation. He definitely looked like the heel in that match between him and CM Punk. But I digress. Do I think Jacob Fatu should beat him? The Samoan Thug? The Samoan Thug Wolf? Yeah, the Samoan Thug Wolf. The Samoan nigga. No, I don't think Jacob Fatu should beat Roman Reigns. I think Roman Reigns is too big of a star at this point. Just in general, he's just too big of a star. This is the same issue. Honestly, I know y'all might hate me for saying this, but I wouldn't mind if he beat Roman for the title either. Because I feel like Jacob Fatu, you remember the Booker T versus Triple H WrestleMania 19 feud, to where everybody was mad about Triple H beating him? Yeah, go back and look at that feud. Booker T, see, what I learned about Booker T is that he's better as a bad guy. That's why he was a heel most of his WWE run. He's just better as a heel, man. Like, even the goofy stuff he did at WrestleMania 18 with the whole shampoo commercial shit. Yeah, it was stupid. But it was funny. It showed off his comedy skills. The storyline he had with Triple H at WrestleMania 19 was just... like, Booker T was just bad on the mic, man. It was... it wasn't given what it was supposed to be given. It wasn't given what it was supposed to be given, okay? I'm sorry. I don't think Booker T was ready to beat a Triple H. The least I can say about Jacob Fatu is that he's good enough on the mic here. Okay? I like his outfit, by the way. Yeah, I think Jacob Fatu, I like this guy. He's good. He's got something. So, yeah, I feel as though things are getting better. I feel like already this year is turning out to be better than the last. 2025 was just terrible. 2024 was terrible. Other than WrestleMania 30. WrestleMania 40. So, yeah, already, things are looking better. I'm not saying they're great. Once again, I'm not trying to glaze Paul Levesque over a few good things. I'm just saying that I've noticed that things are getting better. He's finally learning from his mistakes.